Go.
Today we are making Pelogo, the Machwansko Rusongo way. I learned this from the Nicholas family in California. And believe me, I added a few things to zip it up too. You take cottage cheese.
Does it have to be a certain brand?
Doesn't have to be a certain brand.
I'm just saying this because people are idiots and will ask. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. You get cottage cheese, fat-free. And you put it in a pot.
Like so.
Like so.
How many carts?
We're going to make 3 large cottage cheeses. Put in a pot.
So 3 large cottage cheese things.
Yes.
Put it in a pot.
Okay. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Don't get my picture.
I'm trying not to.
Now, believe me, I've been working all night. And we're having Easter breakfast.
To be honest, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. We haven't slept yet.
Okay.
So,
we're making Easter breakfast, dasanglowa. Okay, and this was my father's favorite. He used to love this. And believe me, guys, when you make Pelogo like this, you make Pelogo. Now you use 3 cottage cheeses, 1 large sour cream. Okay. Put the sour cream inside.
don't you need that dairy milk thing with the cow on it?
Yes, it's not ready yet.
Oh, okay. I just.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now there's different ways of making Pelogo.
This is the right way.
You can add cottage, you can use also fruit inside some Pelogos, like pineapple and coconut. Okay, now you gotta mix this mixture good together with the cottage cheese and the sour cream. Okay. Mix it up real good in there.
Do you have to mix it a certain way? Or?
No, you just mix it, make sure it's all mixed together.
Okay, and once again, I am asking this because there are idiots out there, and I would know from experience.
Alright. Because you're an idiot.
No, I actually...
Oh, what we saw on the YouTube, that's a joke. Okay? And these are older women and they don't know how to cook Pelogo. I mean, every culture got their ways, but...
What are you putting in it now?
Now we're going to put the ricotta cheese. Excuse me, let me get the knife here.
Okay. But go ahead as you were saying.
What were we talking about?
Every culture...
Every culture got their different ways, but this is the Machwansko and Rusongo ways. Okay, and Rusurya are famous for Pelogo. Okay, Machwa are famous for Gujwara. But this one here is easier to make because I don't know how to flumut you. I'll be honest with you guys. My mother never taught me how.
Your mother didn't know how to cook.
Alright. My mother-in-law taught me how to cook sarma.
Uh-huh.
And now you mix the ricotta cheese inside the batter real good. Okay, make sure it's all evened out. You mix that real good. Okay. Now we're first going to make a cherchi Pelogo. And that's people like Pelogo without sugar. Some people. Most people like it with sugar.
It is best with sugar, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
So what are you putting in
now?
Now
We're putting in there cream cheese.
Any brand once again?
Any brand. Makes no difference. But the best brand is the cream cheese from Stater Brothers. That's what I'm using right now. But Philadelphia is the best.
It's hard to get out of there, as you can see,
Hard
people.
to get out in this, you gotta get mushed up. So you gotta do a lot of mixing.
Yep.
Oh. I had this guy setting out for at least an hour. Oh.
It's probably 40 minutes or so.
And what we put in this one, this is all cheeses, guys. And we put in there Longhorn cheese for the cheddar cheese. And we're going to take and cut up the cheese in little chunks in a minute or two after I get this all in.
And when she's mixing it, I guess I'll cut it out. And also, this would be an example of Longhorn or whatever.
Longhorn cheese.
Just in case there are idiots who don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's good for people who has diabetes. They can't eat sugar. And they eat this. Now we're going to take Borden's sweetened condensed milk.
You have some stuff on your hands.
What?
Or cottage cheeses, etc.
Okay, I'll clean that up in a minute. Oh.
Okay.
You didn't have to tell me that.
Huh?
You gotta erase that. Okay.
Oh well. The consistency of it.
It's very, very rich. And this is a sweet milk, okay? Usually people used to use just plain canned milk that you make mashed potatoes with. But this here is what the Russians taught me. You use one can, and that gives it sort of a sweet flavor.
It does taste good and all, but the consistency bothers me for some reason. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
She knows what I mean.
Alright.
I have to make sure my eyes are on the camera. So,
Alright.
now what?
Now we take 1 dozen eggs.
1 dozen eggs.
Okay. And we're gonna put 1 dozen eggs inside the batter.
Okay, now do you use jumbo eggs or?
I use jumbo eggs.
Okay.
Now you have to take and split half a dozen
Tell me what?
of eggs. Okay, you have to split them.
Nice crack.
A real good crack. Oh, darn it.
I can't cut any of this out.
Well, you have to cut it out.
I can't.
This
We'd
is the
have to
first
start
time
all
I
over.
dropped the whole egg.
We'd have to start all over then.
My hands are cramping, that's why I've done that.
She,
Started all over again.
what about this thing? Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, go ahead.
Alright. So your mixture won't be so watery.
So you split half a dozen eggs so your mixture won't be watery.
Right.
And also, we are sorry about
And the other half a dozen you put whole.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you doing right now?
Right now we're just putting the whole eggs, and then later I'll split the other half.
Because that didn't go so well the first
Because it
time.
didn't go, because my hands were cramping up on me.
I know. It's alright, Mom. Don't worry.
I am 60-year-old next month. Oh.
What's your birthday again? May,
It's just next month. I ain't saying my birthday. Oh.
Oh, yeah, because, stalkers. Is there blood in that one? No, that's just...
Get me 1 egg from the other side.
Okay, let me pause this really quickly. One.
You split the egg like so. You take the white out and you put it in the pot.
Like that.
Like that.
Except
See?
there's not supposed to be the eggshell in it.
Well, you wouldn't move.
I'm sorry.
Alright? It was not my fault. You wouldn't move.
Should I get on the other side of you?
I would suggest that.
Okay. There we go.
See how we're splitting the egg apart. Okay. And now we put that
into
there.
the thing.
Okay. My hands are hurting so bad. Let me rinse my hands here.
I'm just gonna say this. Sorry about all of the bad camera stuff. I'm not very used to this. This is actually my third time recording a video using a camera. I'm usually used to recording it on screen.
Got 3 more eggs to go.
Alright, do you want me to cut out this part?
Yeah, you can cut out that.
Say what we're doing right now.
Okay, right now we're mixing in the eggs and the mixture. Okay, we got a half a dozen whole eggs and a half a dozen that are separated.
Alright.
Okay, and we mix in the eggs real good.
There's one that hasn't popped yet.
I know, I'll get it popped. Mix it up real well.
Whoops, recording the wrong thing.
What are we recording?
I was recording the sidewall for a second. Like I said, I'm not used to recording and looking at something in real life at the same time. It's a bit difficult for me.
Alright.
So are we about to put in our cheese, or is that last?
That's kind of last in a minute or
Okay,
two.
so
I gotta
just
heat up butter, and we gotta put in there vanilla.
okay.
Okay.
So while she's getting that, I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back.
Now we use about I would say a tablespoon of vanilla.
Just eyeball it, basically.
Okay.
Right?
Because this is a large pot.
Yeah.
So a tablespoon and a half of vanilla.
Depends on how much you're making, really.
Right. Now I cut up the Longhorn cheese, and I'm going to dump that in there.
Like so.
Like so. And you put that in there.
Just everywhere.
Everywhere, and mix it in real good.
Exactly.
Okay?
What she said. I'm standing like a freaking Buddha right now.
Mm. Let me see, is there anything else on the counter?
Just extra eggs.
Okay.
I think that's for the other batch, right?
Yeah. Now, we're making the Gypsy first. We always can add sugar in the other one. Okay?
But isn't that, milk thing that you put in there sweet?
Yes, but still considered Gypsy.
Okay.
Because there's no sugar. It's not that sweet.
Oh, okay, I get it. It kind of defines logic, but okay.
It gives it sort of a...
Oh, it gives it a flavor.
It a vanilla flavoring more.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to use a stick and a half of butter.
Type of butter?
Margarine.
Margarine.
Yes. Or good from my baby pot.
I'm gonna pause it again.